Hello everyone, it's Mayen and this is Jared's third birthday cake. It's 2 tiers and I used new elements for this cake, as you can see. I used a couple of LED lights in my previous cake, but for this one I used multicolored ones. You can get this on the internet. You could go to my Facebook page and the links are all there on where to get the materials that I used for this cake. So let's go over each tier. At the very bottom, there are about 10, about 8 LED lights, and there's a space between the gum paste buildings and the cake. So each of these holes are they're hand cut by me. So they're pretty extensive. It takes a lot of time to do to make them, neat, since it's very difficult to just cut gum paste when it's still very wet. So that took a while and it took days to dry. Alright, now we go to the second tier, and the turntable there, you can get that online too. If you go to my Facebook page, I also have the link on where to get the turntable. The maximum weight, they say, is about 13 pounds, but a comfortable weight would be about 8 pounds. The images you see there are all edible images. These are done by printing edible images on edible rice paper, and I just had a cake supply shop do that for me, since it's almost impossible for me to do that with gum paste. And at the very top is a shadow box topper. I made it really big so it can be seen from afar, and I wanted the cake to have that like a comic book feel, so I didn't want everything neat. Yes, you can see that. So I airbrushed it, I overly airbrushed it, and then I went back with paper towels, and it gave it the textured look. So there is a sheet of gum paste in between acting as the wall, and I hand painted that yellow so that you can see here you can see the happy third birthday sign. The name and the sign are done by, again, hand cutting. Now if the cricket cake were here, then it would be a heck of a lot neater, and we have hundreds of options on how to do that. But since we don't, I had to hand cut the whole thing. Okay, so for the measurements, the very bottom tier is just 10 inches. The second tier is 8. I think I carved a bit out of the 10 for the very bottom. The second is 8. And the shadow box, it appears a little big. This is my first try to do that. If I had time to do it all over again, I would probably make the base a little smaller. The base for the shadow box is styrofoam, so I would probably cut it to half if I were to do it again. Everything takes a lot of time to dry, so for the buildings at the very bottom, it takes, I'd say, a good 5 days for a comfortable, for you to reach that comfortable, stable, dry state. And the same goes for the shadow box. So you have to make each individual piece dry and then stick them together. And the difficult part with gum paste is that even when you cut it to the right proportion, sometimes they dry awfully differently, and when you put them back, it's not like a perfect piece of puzzle, or like it's not like a perfect puzzle that everything just fits perfectly together. So that's the challenge. Anyway, this is just the topper for my cupcake tower. So at this stage, I don't think I can show you everything yet, but I wanted you guys to see the cake itself. So I will be going back to my cupcake making now. Thank you so much for all your greetings for my son, for all your prayers, and if you do have time, go check out my Facebook page. Look for Way Beyond Cakes by Mayen and become a fan, and show me your work or share what you know with the others. that we are connected to on that page. Thank you so much. And for my little boy, I love you. Happy birthday. And we will see this cake on your party tomorrow. Thank you so much, guys.